Alrighty, let's do this. Good morning, everybody. Hello, I'm Clarice Hay from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. Whether you're here live or whether you're watching the replay. Hey, Timothy and Linda and Christine, Tez, Mum and Sabrina. How are you all? Looks like it's working. It's been a bit weird though. Just made it. Chicken. So, we've got a full moon. I slept pretty good too. Just surprising for a full moon. But it's good energies. You were angry yesterday. Rah. Good energies around this full moon, I think. Let's just move you over a little bit. Yeah, a bit of a warning in the energy update about not getting off track. There could be some temptations. Hey, Maria. And maybe, thanks, Christine. Just took it out of the thing right before I went live. Yeah, temptations, maybe to slip. Hey, Stephanie. Maybe to slip, maybe to back down, maybe, you see, the energies of this full moon, it's about, well, it's Virgo, right? It's about staying on track. It's about doing the right thing for ourselves. It's about being organized. It's about carrying on. It's about being sensible. So I was talking about relationships a bit in the energy update and how we could be tempted to slip up, and then it said about money and it said about health too. And for me, it's health. I'm not going training this morning because my elbows are hurting. I'm going for a massage this afternoon, and I probably will leave it a few days to go training again because my elbows are hurting. And so it's about doing stuff for the long term, you know. Yeah. Your moon photos are beautiful, Christy. Oh, you have to be away from home. Well, we had the full moon already, didn't we? Wasn't it a few hours ago? Hang on, let's check it out. I think it was a few hours ago, the full moon. Let's find out. What time was the full moon? I've got quite a few. Oh no, it's this afternoon. It's 8 hours away. It's 8 hours away. Thanks, Stephanie. Yeah, it's 8 hours away, so so it's really kind of tomorrow night. Tonight, not tomorrow night. Rather than last night, closer to tonight than last night. But yeah, it's tomorrow. Hi, Paula. Hi, Karen. So, did you all watch the weekly? I was going off at Scorpios. I've already had some messages from Scorpios saying thank you. I needed to hear that. It was for some of them, not all of them. Waiting for the Scorpios that it's not for to kick off about it. But yeah, apparently some of them are well aware that they needed to hear that. That's good. Sometimes people need a boot up the ass about doing the work. It's also easy, isn't it, you know, to keep on watching YouTube, being entertained by it and not doing the work. Or, you know, we can be reading the books and stuff, like spiritual books and things like that, and then not doing it. Not actually doing it. Saw the weekly. Oh, got a twitch. Coming of age, be mature. That's what this full moon is about too. It's about being mature. It's about doing the right thing by ourselves, doing the long-term thing. It's about making good decisions for ourselves. No, not good decisions for ourselves. Just the good decisions we've already made. I was just watching or listening to, what's her name? Wonder Girl Astrology, and she was saying it was like the last couple of months have been like a beta test for us. What we call carrots, or when I get the card out that says touch and I say it's a little bit of something, it's that. It's like the universe has given us a little bit of what we're going to get to test us to see whether we can be trusted with it. Well, this full moon is a test. Can we be trusted with it? Are you going to hold it dear? Can you be trusted if I give you this very special thing? Happy birthday, Stephanie. Oh, cool. Thanks for your donation. Happy birthday. Birthday read for you, Stephanie. Let's do that now. So yeah, as always, I'm pulling the cards out for the collective, talking about this full moon especially, what we need to know about it, and do mini reads by donation. If you're watching the replay, come along live sometime, you can get a mini read. But if you haven't had one before, just check out that pinned comment, because there's a PayPal link in there that you can donate on. You can also use the super chat, the super stickers in here if you want to do that. And if you've got a question for your read, just put a capital Q, just like Stephanie did there. Just general, it's your birthday. Woo! Going well. Yeah, some things are going really well in your life and some things aren't. Now we can get focused on the stuff that isn't and try and fix the wrong stuff, the bad stuff. And we've kind of been taught to do that at school, right? We're all taught to be like homogenous, all the same. Don't be particularly good at one thing. Make sure that you're good at math and English and all of the other things too. Like be homogenous. And we've kind of learned to do that, to focus on what we're bad at and get better at it. And it's not that useful when we're talking about following our life purpose, because our life purpose is kind of blinkered. It's direct, one directional. It's focused on the stuff that we like. We're here to excel in one area, or a few areas, not try and become homogenized. So Stephanie, yeah, you're going well, and your awareness is getting more and more on what it is that you're good at, and getting focused on that, and it being okay to get focused on that. Hi Arabella, hi April, hi Will. And it being okay to focus on that. So I feel like you've got a good year ahead of you because of that. It's kind of allowing yourself to become more niched in a way, personally in your life. Allowing yourself to do what it is that you like to do and not the other stuff. You don't have to work on the other stuff. Like we need to be balanced, don't we? But that's different. So as you're having this transformation to allowing yourself to be unique, you're going to have patience with yourself, with the results of it. It takes some unlearning, doesn't it? Because we have all been taught to do that at school. Unless you went to Steiner school. There's a comedian in Byron Bay, and she went to Steiner school. She makes a joke that you can't read or write if you go to Steiner school, but you can build a teepee. Yeah. Happy birthday, Stephanie. So there you go. So I feel like your year ahead is going to be more specific, like more directional, like more guided. It's probably going to feel more guided because of that. But have patience with it. No giant leaps, remember. Like we said yesterday. Let's get some more cards out for the collector. I'm looking forward to a day off tomorrow. Kind of tired today. I'm winding down today. I've got a lot of readings to do. A lot of people booked in for full moon readings. They're still half price. by the way, everyone. But I've got a lot of those to do. I've got I recorded another pick a card read. Oh my god, very interesting. And I need to do the deeper dives for that today too. I then go for my massage and eat food. That's what I'm doing today. But listen. Awesome. You're welcome, Stephanie. Hi, Mary. Listen. What are we listening to? We've also got to be careful this full moon about lunacy, about taking risks, like stupid risks. Don't do that. If you haven't watched the energy update, it was heavy on that. So watch out. And you know, I'm feeling just for myself personally, it's health. If I were to go training today, it wouldn't surprise me if I would actually get a proper injury and have to go to hospital. I know not to do that. I want to get the most out of my massage anyway this afternoon. Listen, mindfulness, sensitivity, empathy. Mindfulness came up as well in the energy update. In fact, it was the first card out. It was the tea ceremony, making sure that we slow things down, be very mindful, all of that. Hi, Marianne. Hi, Lexi. Lexi, it's by donation, the mini reads. Read the pinned comment there. Listen, this young woman with closed eyes and a knowing smile is rooted in the earth. Her hair is transformed into the roots of the plants above her. You can tell the woman is aware of her surroundings. She's connected to the voice of nature. She can listen to the growing plants beneath the ground. She's an integral part of her world. She understands the sorrows and worries of the environment. She also knows the songs of nature's pleasures. So she's tapped into her intuition. We've not got to go against our intuition today. As I said, for me, it's health. I can feel it. It's about health. It might be money for you. It might be all kinds of things. But just be careful, because there's going to be temptation around. Temptation to do something stupid. Don't do it. Massage and eat at the same time. Whoa, a wedding? You're going to a wedding? Oh yeah, you're working at that wedding. I love that. You've been doing the money thing, and then you got some work in. It happens. Bringing it in. Not working so hard for it anymore too, because your well-being is important, right? I say, yeah, I'm looking forward to having the day off tomorrow. For sure. Let's get a goddess out. So if it's money, just be careful of like get rich quick schemes, you know, like the pyramid schemes and stuff like that. Give us $100 and in a few weeks' time you'll get whatever. Don't fall for that stuff, you'll lose your money. Yeah, money, it could be about spending too. Thanks, Lexi. Could be about spending, taking risks with your money. Could be about taking risks with your health. Could be, it's just, don't lower your standards. Just keep going toward, you know, the long-term goals. We know we can't have any quick wins, so don't try and go for those quick wins, because it's just smoke and mirrors, you know. Thanks, Lexi. Let's find your question again. Lexi, where are you? Can't find it. Oh, there it is. How does my person view you? How does your person view you? Lexi, let's find out. Thanks, Lexi, for your donation. PayPal's working, which is good. Lexi. Oh, these aren't good cards that are coming out first, Lexi. You've got blame and criticism. Video Claire is slow. There she is. She's holding the cards up now. Blame and criticism. Not so good. The They've got a negative focus on you at the moment. Could be blaming you for stuff that's happening in their lives. Not taking responsibility for themselves. It's easy, isn't it, to blame someone, especially if someone's right there, and not be accountable for our own stuff. So, what's going on here? Are you aware of that, Lexi? Oh, here's your advice. Your advice is to validate your own choices, kind of detach from them a little bit. Because, when we detach from, if we're getting blamed by someone else, if they're not taking responsibility for themselves, what we can do is we can detach from them and just let them see that they've still got those same problems when we're not there. And it's them. And that's a good thing to do, is let them see that it's them and it's not you. So kind of detach and validate your own choices. So then maybe the reason that you're not detaching from them, not giving them the space, is because you want them to validate you. You're going to them for validation, but not getting that in a way. So if you validate your own choices and just leave them to see that they've got the problems, whether you're there or not. So it's not you. It'd be good advice for you. As I said, I don't pick that it's anything really obnoxious and bad in them. It's just we can get lazy, can't we? As I said, it's easy to blame somebody when they're right there. Thanks, Maria. Thanks, Arabella. Sure. You just got Rich Dad Poor Dad. Yeah, it's a good book. I was reading all of those books years ago, like 2012, when my guides told me I needed to work on my money stuff. Arabella, what does your higher self want to tell you? I haven't got Marie's. Oh, there we go. Arabella, move away from an old awareness. There's something that you think is true, or some kind of. It's interesting. This just reminded me. I watched a movie last night, just a Hallmark movie, and it was about this kind of anxious, intense woman from Manhattan. Had to go away on business. Was terrified of flying, but she went to Canada, and with her best friend, apparently they can work together. And anyway, she was going there to interview an author of a book, and the book was called The Answer, and it was like a spiritual book, kind of stuff that we would read. And when she actually got, of course, she fell in love with the inn owner, and tour guide, as they always do, right? But when she interviewed this guy, he was like, "Oh, you want to talk about that book? Well, I've decided it's wrong." You see, the book was all about acceptance and not going for the stuff that you want and just accepting where you are and stuff like that. A lot of like the spiritual things that are banded around in religions and some spiritual teachings. And it was like, I just didn't know. It was just a trauma response. It was just a trauma response, that, and I don't believe in it anymore. And he was explaining that, and this is what it's reminding me of, is you've got like an awareness, you've been taught something, and you've moved beyond that now. It's not actually good for you anymore, so move away from that awareness. And so maybe it's about money, it could be, and allow yourself to relax about it. It could very well be money, because this is key, right? It's not something to figure out. It's about figuring ourselves out, really. Money. It's about the resources inside of us. If we take money out of the equation, of course, it's good to address the beliefs that we have about money. We need to get those out of the way, the bad beliefs about money. But once we're like, oh, money is just a thing. It's just like this card, In fact, this card has probably got more power than money, really. And then we can relax and just focus on ourselves, focus on higher level stuff. Oh, my resources. Okay, myself and how I feel and my resources. And that's where my abundance is inside of me and how I share that. So, allow and relax. Hey, Barbara. I'm feeling a bit tired, but good. and my elbows. So that's how I'm feeling. So allow yourself to relax about it. Maria. Didn't see the update. I may have been stupid, but it may be that I needed to confront my dark side. Does my higher self think I did the right thing with contact and then blocking? No, it's a sabotage. I got icky energy straight away from that, Maria. No, it's kind of psycho behavior. Yeah, you're feeling that, aren't you? Including, is it true? It's the battle. To be included in the behaviors that we want, the things we want to experience, we don't have to fight those that can't, and change them. That's like a butcher going and marketing to vegans and trying to explain to them that they should eat meat. And why do that? Why not just the butcher go to meat eaters and sell the food to them, right? It's that why go to those that can't and won't, and then try and battle them, fight them? This is including ourselves in what we want is about realizing that we do deserve it, and then just ignoring all those that can't. So people do it on YouTube too. Not many on my channel, but I see it happening a lot on other people's channels. People come on, they don't resonate with you, and they just complain about it instead. It's not what they want. It's like, well, you don't walk into like a bakery and then go, you haven't got any meat, It makes no sense, but people do it on YouTube. They come on your channel and then start complaining about what it is you do, and it's like, well, just go and find the channel that's right for you. That's what you get in here. So, no. In short, no. You go watch Scorpio. Yeah, you Scorpios had it coming. Sharon. Did I used to work with Sharon? I don't know. I used to do weddings as well, Christine. North Coast, New South Wales. Yeah. Whoop Scorpio's ass. You had it coming. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know any personally, I don't know any Scorpios going through all of that stuff, but wow, that energy was strong in that reading. My eyes leak when I laugh, but it's that there's a certain face thing that if you smile too high or you're laughing, your eyes start leaking. It's not crying, it's actually like pushing on the tear ducts or something. It's funny. But yeah. You're a crier. Some of you. Hey Katie. Okay, who have we got here? Amaterasu in a beauty. I've not seen her before. Amaterasu. Shishinto. Amaterasu. Drawing this card means finding your own inner beauty and shining it onto the world, like the Japanese goddess Amaterasu. If you've been disappointed or discouraged, look within yourself for the light. You need to go forward. Inner beauty. Amaterasu. Inner beauty. So coming of age, we're maturing, we're listening, we're trusting our intuition. And then we're tapping into that inner beauty. Kind of, it's like an introverted, of course Virgo is the hermit, right? It's an introverted kind of an energy, focusing on ourselves today. Let's get a cat out. Cats. What do the cats have to tell us today? This full moon. I thought the full moon was last night because it was Buddha Day yesterday, not today. It should be today. Why is it not today? It should be today. What? I'm saying, oh, there's a guide then. Unique. Meet Helix. He was always a little different from the other kitties. At first he felt lonely and alienated. He even considered trying to blend in to be accepted by the other cats. But this could never give him the joy that being embraced as his true self would. So he took a risk and met people's gazes at himself. He saw that his uniqueness was his beauty, his spark. He alone could twinkle the way only he can. Miraculously, many kitties around him threw off their normal disguises and began to sparkle in their own way too. Their world became dazzlingly diverse. So embrace the freak within and remember outsiders are in. How cool. Be the unique freak that you are. So that tells me that we need to stay like very much aligned with ourselves. Not just to not trip up, but stay on track. You know, the first tarot card out in the energy update was the Knight of Pentacles, the one that continues moving slowly toward what it is that they want, knowing that there's no quick fixes, there's no silver bullets, there's no shortcuts. And those distractions could be coming around this full moon. Do you want this shortcut? It's not even true. It's just smokes and mirrors, as I said. So, we've got to stay aligned with that, you know, with ourselves. So, Sabrina, do I think energies of the moon can be felt earlier and later? Yeah, for some of them. Personally, I feel some of them like 3 days either side. This one, not so much, unless that feeling that the universal cogs are in motion now and things are moving forward. That could be. That was a few days ago for me that I felt that, so could be. It could be the full moon that's doing that. Because as I said, Wonder Girl Astrology was saying that whatever was coming up in this with this like November, December for us could be coming back around again. If we've been proceeding on that path, you know. Hang on, I need to get my nail file. My nail's bugging me. Yeah, I think it's with your crying conversation. I'm not catching all of it, but it's easier to heal alone. Can't. It's hard to process things around other people, I find. Thanks, Alana. I'm feeling kind of quiet today. You might have noticed. Feeling tired is what I'm feeling. Not tired from lack of sleep. Tired, just weary. Needing a break. Good thing it's a weekend. Good thing it's self-love Sunday tomorrow. Alana. High self-guidance on the conversation you're about to have. Wow. Let's find out. Okay, so in this conversation you're about to have, feels like could be to do with romance to me, but it's like I was saying, this full moon, that beta test thing. Have you learned enough in the last few months to be trusted to move ahead with this now? Because there's a bit of doubt there. Could be getting like, you're doubting it, you're not fully confident in this, and that's going to show up. So the conversation is going to show up your doubts, right? Just a little bit of it. It's like a test from the universe saying, are you ready for this? But then there's a decision to be made. Is this like, I don't know. Orange one says doubt cancels abundance. Decide and friend. So you've got a decision to make. Notice that the doubt that comes up in that conversation, or the doubt that you're feeling when you have it, that has been there before, and ask yourself, is that just like hang-ups from the past, or are you actually tuning into that? You'd have to be very conscious about this, Alana, because you've got a decision to make about it. It feels like a decision of like friend or not friend or foe, friend or like romantic relationship. Is it about that? Thanks, Gabe. Does that make sense, Alana? Is that what it's about? I don't know. Okay. I'm glad it makes sense because I can't figure it out. Sometimes it's better that I don't know. Sometimes it's better that I can't guess them. Thanks, Barbara. And Gabe. Gabe, higher self-guidance for you. Gabe, okay. Nice. Yeah, ish. Okay, mirror reflections of success. You know, we've been talking about money lately. Well, you get mirror reflections around you, people that are like you around you. You know, when you're moving out of something, when you're healing something, and then say if you're trying to step into your abundance, but you're around broke people, and then you try and fix them. You're like trying to help them to raise their abundance instead of helping yourself. That deflection thing. Helping, like trying to change what's in the mirror instead of changing yourself. Yeah, it's like going into the bathroom and then it's like, oh, my hair's not very good, and trying to change it in the mirror. Getting some paints out and changing it on the mirror instead of yourself. So you've got mirror reflections around you. It's interesting because personally what I've been going through, especially in the last few months, is like I just can't be around people that aren't doing stuff for myself. And something that's really hit me lately is that need to, because there's a lot of party people on this island. Party people will tend to spend all of their money, not build towards something for themselves, but spend all the money on drink or whatever, just very much hand to mouth kind of stuff, living finances instead of building something in the world, building something for themselves. It comes from being wounded, right? And yeah, I just can't be around people like that anymore personally. I don't want to be around people like that anymore. I want to be around my reflection. So I feel with you, Gabe, you're at this transition phase of moving into your success now, and the people around you have an effect on you and can kind of mirror that to you, of where you're at. It's and then a decision needs to be made, you know what I mean? From that point. So yeah. It's interesting information that you can gain about where you're at with success or money or whatever, with people around you. And it's not about money, right? It's about what's inside of them. I mean, to me, it's about people that are making good decisions for themselves, looking after themselves, self-loving, people that are trying to build something in the world, do something, have self-motivation, that kind of thing. I need to be around people like that. Jealousy and expansion, those very same people, when you do step into your success, they're not going to like it. It's for you, Gabe. Barbara. Barbara, where are you? Up above in list. Up above in list. You're sending me on a hunt here. Can you put your question in again, Barbara? I don't have time to search through. Thank you, Maria. Where's yours? High self general guidance again. General guidance this time. It wasn't general last time. Okay, Maria. Interesting. You've got challenges up ahead through owning your idea. It feels like connected to your work, this. And I've often said, like, entrepreneurship, it's amazing. It's such a self-growth path. It's incredible. It's the most challenging path you can possibly take. You'll bring out all of your crap. And when these challenges come up, you've still got to persist and go forward with it. Not turn away from those challenges, not go, oh, it should be easy. The universe is challenging me. That's not right. That the universe has challenged me. Thank you, Tracy, for your donation. Yeah, when it gets challenging, keep on going forward, go through it. It's going to take longer than you think. I've had this business 21 years. It's going to take longer than you think, but it's well worth it. It's well worth it. Our voice is falling behind. Is it? Yeah, so when faced with those challenges, don't take it as in, oh, this means that I shouldn't be doing it. No, it's not. It's like just keep on going through them. It's a big path of self-learning. Feel it and work. Feel it and work. I told you it was about your work, this. Yeah, it's going to teach you about your intuition more, of because you don't want to create trouble for yourself, right? As in sabotages. And so you're going to have to realize what's a sabotage and what's true challenges that are growing you. It's going to be quite the journey for you, but accept that it's going to be a journey like that. It will. Okay, let's sort that out then. My voice is falling behind. I'm going to start the camera again and see if that helps. And then we'll try and find Barbara's question. Did you put a Q in front of it, Barbara? I don't have time, like there's a lot of comments there. I don't have time or the energy or the focus to read, especially today. So if you can put a Q in front of it, that should be better. I should be in sync now. Let me try and find it. Can't see anything from you, Barbara. I see a yes. That's all I see. Yes. So that was Maria. Still haven't got Barbara's question. And who was that on the email? Tracy. Are you going to have a question, Tracy? Let's try and find Tracy. Tracy. Let's see a question from Tracy. Either. Oh, Barbara. So sad, had to euthanize my cat's sister. She wants to dominate. Is that a question? Sabrina. Thanks. You got a cue at last. Yeah, if once you're done, like, please put a cue at the start of it. I can't be reading all the comments and trying to guess what your question is. Please be clear about it. Thank you. General high self guidance for you, Sabrina. Sabrina. Okay. Yes. Is this thought useful in being artistic? You know that belief about, say if you're a musician and then you're looking at these amazing musicians that are really successful and they're like, but they just created that genius song and I can't do that. I want to be a musician, but I can't be the best. You know, one time I had lunch with this guy who was actually a customer of mine, and he was being one of those wounded warrior, like, what do you want to, I was trying to have a conversation, like, for him to inspire me in some kind of way, and he was just so flat. And I'm like, don't you want to do something? I just want to be, he was saying. I'm like, I recognize the woundedness in him from that. So I said, but don't you want to create something in the world? Isn't there something you really want to do? He said, I'd quite like to be a writer, but, you know, after reading Eckhart Tolle's book, this is what he said. After reading Eckhart Tolle's book, The Power of Now, I could never write a book as good as that. So I'm like, seriously, you're not going to write because you can't write one better than Eckhart. You want to be in competition with Eckhart. It's that kind of thing. He's got like fucked up beliefs in his head to come up with some nonsense like that. You've got similar inside of you too about creating stuff. About, you know, a lot of people have this kind of a belief. To be successful or to get a lot of money, I need to create something that's never been created before. I need to invent something that's incredible. And I can't do that, so I can't be successful and have a lot of money. There's a belief like that inside of you, apparently. Does that make sense, Sabrina? Um, mm. You're on your path to being like creative, but it doesn't have to be big, right? It doesn't have to be, it's going to be unique because you do it, but it doesn't have to be that unique. It doesn't have to be completely new. So you're going well. You're going well on that creative kind of path there. But don't set the bar so high. Okay, let's find Tracy. Tracy, you got a question? Remember, everybody, to put a Q at the start of your comment. Oh, it's you. Okay, hi yourself. Yeah, put a Q at the side of your comment. So meow meow. You're Tracy. Thank you. Hi self general. Release guilt and choose to change. Oh, guilt. Guilt about the changes that you've chosen in your life. It impacts things. It impacts people. It impacts the world. We are part of the world. We're part of this cycle. We can't be on this planet without affecting a lot of things. It's the cycle of life, but also emotionally too, people around us. We have a right to take up space and to make decisions for ourselves and live our life for ourselves. And yes, it's going to affect other people, absolutely. Especially when other people kind of lean on us, or especially if it's like boundaries that you're choosing now. And, you know, people that have benefited from your lack of boundaries are not going to like that at all. So you're feeling guilty because other people get affected. by you're taking up space in the world and the decisions that you make. It's okay. You're allowed to take space. You are on a par with every being on this planet. You have a right to be here and a right to affect the place and a right to change the world in the way that you want to change it, but also for you to learn what you came here to learn and for the fallout to be about that. There will always be some fallout, so don't feel guilty about that. Don't feel guilty for taking up space, Tracy. So essentially, this is you not feeling good enough, right, to take up space in your own right, to live your life for yourself, to have the, living your life for yourself. Your life is for you. It's not for everybody else. There's nobody that incarnated here as the eternal slave just to help other people and not themselves. So you're here in your own right to live your own life, to have the experiences that you want, to change the world in the way that you want to change it. And you are good enough to do that. And you do have a right to be here. And you're as important as anybody else, everybody else. So express the love that you've got within you. And that's not just love and light, that's your darkness too. You might be here to change something and say, put an end to something. Like in previous lifetimes, you could have come into that lifetime to abolish slavery. And if you came in and then you read some spiritual book saying, oh no, I should be nice and I shouldn't affect anybody, you wouldn't step up and do that. Expressing love is done in many different ways. So I'm getting a little bit of a vibe that you need to do some shadow work there as well to step into that. You've got a bit of a meek energy and it's not serving you. Be a goddess instead. Barbara, had to euthanize my cat's sister. She wants to dominate, but I don't vibrate for her to dominate me. Okay. Is it that she wants feline to dominate because her sister's gone? Is it that she wants feline to dominate because her sister's gone? So you had to euthanize your cat's sister, but then your cat has become dominant? Is that what you're saying? I don't understand the question. Anyway. Interesting. This is weird energy. It's weird energy because it's like management of things. It's like you're trying to manage things that aren't yours to manage. Do you know what I mean? It's like nature or something. You can't manage nature. It's going to be chaotic. Years ago, someone wrote something. I don't know why this is coming up now, but someone wrote something on my Be Healing page on Facebook. I'd written something, a question like, what is it you want to change in the world? And someone wrote a really peculiar thing on it saying, I want to help nature because nature needs help. I'm like, what? Nature doesn't need help? What are you talking about? It's that same kind of vibe. Or like, if you leave nature alone, it does just fine, right? Yeah. Barbara, you're focused on fixing things. That's what the thing is here. That's why the control is kicking in. You're looking for problems, trying to fix them. It's not your remit. You don't need to control it. So what do you want to create in your life for you? Focus on something else and create it. You might find that nature just sorts itself out. You will find that nature just sorts itself out. You know, whenever we are projecting that something or someone is a problem, we're going to get trouble with that thing. We're going to invite that energy of trouble out of it. You'll know that. If someone has ever treated you like a problem, you're going to give them trouble. You're not going to get on with that person because it's projection, it's judgment, it doesn't feel nice. And be okay about what you've created there, but take a step back and focus on something positive that you want to create in your life. You'll find that nature just sorts itself out. Did I get everybody there? I think so. Let's get some tarot out about this full moon. coffee first. I'm going to shop. Oh no, homework. Homework first, and then coffee, and then tarot. Yesterday, where does my soul want to travel? Just let it be. Just let it be. Focus on yourself. Creating something for yourself, Barbara. Nature sorts itself out. It tends toward equilibrium. It tends toward, the whole universe tends toward order, growth, better and better if we just leave it alone. Oh, damn. 2 cards came out then. Okay. I'm going to take the one that I don't want to take. Hey, Robin. Hey, Nadine. What am I most afraid of losing? Didn't want to take this card. As we grow, change, and transform our lives, it requires us to let go of something that was to make room for what will be. If you were to take the big leap today, would you feel scared of losing love, safety, or belonging? Oh yeah, we've had this before. What if it was a big fat lie? What if it was impossible to lose any of these things, but you have the power to give everything you need to yourself? Name that fear and look at the worst case scenario. Find a solution, take your power back by being certain of who you are and where you're going. Yeah, this is the full moon energy. Got to be certain of ourselves and just keep on moving toward it, even though distractions, even though people could be promising like instant rewards and stuff like that, instant satisfaction. It's a distraction. It'll knock you off your perch. Today's mantra: I move forward knowing I'm powerful beyond measure. I'm loved, I'm safe, and I belong. What am I most afraid of losing? So we've got something to let go of, but we're not really losing it. That's what I'm getting from that. The other one was really good too. If I had a magic wand and could have anything I desired in my life, what would I choose? That's more exciting to me than that. What am I most afraid of losing? Okay, I'm going to make a coffee. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. And I'm going to get the tarot out. See what else we need to know about these full moon energies that we've got going on right now. It just feels like a test to me, you know. We need to remain conscious and aware of ourselves through this. Recognize the tests for what they are. And just stay on that path, the slow and steady path that we've been on. Stay on the path. So as always, I'm going to put that photo of that card on my social media. Claire Louise Hay on Instagram, Be Healing on Facebook, and in our private Facebook group, Psychic Cafe No Muggles Allowed. If you're not in our private Facebook group, come along. It's a closed group, so you can ask to join. Anything that's shared in there doesn't go beyond it. So it's a safe place to share what you're going through and stuff. Come back. You get worried you're not going to recognize the ego, intuition, and fail the tests. Just keep going. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Don't falter now. It's that kind of energy. I think that's what you're afraid of, failing the tests, losing out on your path. You can't lose your path. Your higher self will keep on putting it in front of you, no matter what you do. The higher selves never go like, oh, that's it. Katie turned left and she was supposed to go right. This is where we leave her. Never does it. They never do that. Claiming the path is a different thing now. We can't get far off the path. No, our higher selves, like, it always puts it in front of us. You see, we project humanness onto the universe, and it's not human. Oh, damn it. I was going to put those back and shuffle again, but I was told to take them. 3 cards. Making me work hard. The Emperor on the bottom again. The Emperor was lurking yesterday as well in these cards. No, in the other cards. Strength. Strength is the first one out. I've got to be strong, got to stay strong in the face of challenges, distractions. Stay strong. Stay on purpose. I guess I should read it out, hey. Strength. Your strength and courage will only increase as you believe in your innate ability to learn, heal, and evolve. You can deal with anything that comes up. No need to be scared of it. This is a powerful card that regards the emergence of your higher self, one that's full of grace, love, and compassion. You're strong enough to navigate through the challenges and obstacles, which also highlights your ever-expanding state of consciousness. Understanding how strength mostly comes from within is directly related to how you harness your own energy. This leads to spiritual growth as you're able to identify the vibrational qualities of your thoughts. Remember, it's also important to treat others with compassion, love, and kindness. Strength also comes from being mindful of how we interact and communicate with the people around us. We get stronger as we get older as well. Some things just take time. Because everything's like a muscle. The more we use it, the more we practice, the more secure we get in ourselves, the more we can trust our strength. Sometimes it just takes time, right? 9 of Crystals is next. A wonderful card, it says. A wonderful card. The 9 of Crystals represents the culmination of all your efforts and hard work. It is coming. It is. You've learned an abundance of knowledge along the way. Like I said, it takes time. Sometimes it comes with age. It's not random that most people only get successful in the 50s and 60s. That's not random. That's evolution. That's an evolution of our own beings. There's no shortcuts. Remember, that's what this full moon is about. There's no shortcuts. It's like, yeah, but I don't want to be successful when I'm 20. Nah. When you're a teenager, when you think you know everything. A wonderful card, the 9 of Crystals, represents the culmination of all of your efforts and hard work. You've learned an abundance of knowledge along the way, which has led to your heightened state of spiritual awareness. Through the exploration and manifestation of your dreams, you've found your place in the universe and are radiating joy. You can now look to the next stage of your life with a fresh perspective. Perhaps you'll want, all that waiting that we've been doing, it's for that. is to change our perspective. We've changed our perspective. So if you look back a few months ago, if you got what you wanted back then, you had a different perspective then, you would have treated it differently than you will now or soon when it does come in. You can now look to the next stage of your life with a fresh perspective. Perhaps you'll want to spend more time in nature or with the people you love. Perhaps you'll take a more spiritual route in your learning. You're aware of the larger scope of your being and ready to move on to the next phase of enlightenment. A time to enjoy life's simple pleasures. Additional meanings for this are retreat, stability, sensuality, comfort, accomplishment, spiritual growth. Yeah. This is like the single, independent, self-made person who realizes why they didn't get what they wanted before, because they weren't ready, right? Because they weren't ready. And now things can manifest because we've changed our perspective. And then we've got the Chariot. Now, the Chariot came out in the energy update, and I had a new take on it, and so I'll share that new take on it if you didn't catch that. It's the Chariot is not chasing, it's not running after things, it's not trying to get the things. The Chariot is a vehicle that we get in and then we get taken there with ease. So the Chariot is like our higher selves. We're like, okay, we surrender. I'm not going to try and do it by myself. I'm going to get in my higher self's chariot. I'm going to get in that car and let it take me. I'm going to get on that horse, that unicorn, and let it take me to what it is that I want. I'm going to stop trying to assert myself and control it and do it my way. I'm going to stop trying to chase this thing that I want. I'm going to trust my higher self that knows that I'm not ready for it yet and how to get me ready for it. I'm going to stop trying to bypass that and find my shortcuts. I'm going to trust my higher self and get on that unicorn. I'll get in the chariot. That's what this is about. Just caught, like, I'm not reading the messages today. I don't have the energy to. But I just caught Timothy's message there using a Samsung Galaxy phone. I'm like, what? What you're talking about? Yeah, so the chariot, we don't do it by ourselves. The chariot isn't about us running around like crazy chickens, headless chickens, trying to do it ourselves. It's not about us trying to be the chariot. It's about getting in the chariot. And then when we do that, we get there much faster, right? If we just surrender to it. Okay, I'll get in the car. I'll get in the car and I'll let you take me there. Yeah. I like it when they give me new translations of cards like that. It's good. Okay, what have we got from this one? Chestnut mare. Interesting that card's got like the unicorn running by itself. Where's the chariot? It's not there. Get in the chariot instead, unicorn. Stop running around by yourself. Trying to do it yourself. It's got a full moon in it as well. Look. Full moon and a unicorn running around by itself going, I got this, I know everything. Very, like, it's a teenage unicorn thinking that they know everything. I don't need your higher self. I've got this. I know the law of attraction. I've got this. I can do it. I've been through my spiritual awakening. I know the law of attraction is all there is. I can do this by myself. It's that kind of energy. At its extreme. Oh, wait until you see the pick a card that I recorded yesterday. can't tell you anything about it without giving the game away. Queen of Swords. I like the Queen of Swords. She knows her boundaries. Oh, it's boundaries with herself today, I've just been told. Getting stern with yourself, boundaries with yourself. So everything that you've learned about the Queen of Swords, I don't need to read it from this book. Being in your power, setting boundaries, standing up to other people, all of that. Speaking out for yourself. Apply it to yourself now. Be the Queen of Swords to yourself. So it's time to take a long, hard look at yourself in the mirror and speak some truth to yourself. So cut that shit out, Claire. There are no fast tracks here. You got to put the work in. It's things like that. Having boundaries with ourselves. It's Virgo. It's Virgo energy is what it is. Be stern with yourself. Virgo is that down to earth thinker, no bullshit. Very similar to Queen of Swords kind of energy, but with themselves, right? Virgo doesn't go around ordering everyone else around, bossing everyone else around. Virgo does it to themselves. That's why Virgos can be so, they can beat themselves up because they turn it on themselves. It's a good thing and it's a bad thing. It can be a bad thing if they beat themselves up. But it's also a good thing because they're focused on themselves, right? And holding themselves to high standards. So, Queen of Swords yourself. Maybe to get in that chariot, I don't know. Like I said, the thing that's coming up for me that's new is taking care of myself and my health by taking a step back from it. Like not training today. Maybe not for a few days. I don't feel the need to anyway. I shouldn't have gone training yesterday morning, but I had to because I was picking up the pads and taking them to bath. Okay. But I did think before I went that I could have just gone there and watched instead and then taken the pads when they finished training. I should have done that. I didn't. You see? And now look what's happened. Now my elbows are really hurting. That's these energies. Not trusting intuition, right? My intuition already said, just go there and watch. Don't train. And I trained anyway. Fool stepping off a cliff. The Fool was in the energy update as well. But the Fool isn't about taking stupid risks, going against your intuition and all of that. The Fool is about the risk around this full moon is like continuing on in the slow way, the slow and sure way. Ace of Wands. Okay. Who are you talking about? Muggle, yes, Muggle. I was told to read it out of here. So, I do as I'm told most of the time. Sometimes no. Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands. A wonderful new beginning. We've got it coming, I'm telling you. We've got it coming, this wonderful new beginning. Some of us. Some aren't manifesting it, of course. If you're not doing the work, you're not. That's what Muggles do, right? Is they'll watch readings and they'll say, you said it was going to turn out good and it didn't. If you've got shitty energy and shitty attitude, you're not doing the work, what do you expect? Of course it's going to be shitty. You're shitty. You're going to get shitty results. Can't say that to people though. Oh, you can, in fact. A wonderful new beginning full of inspiration and growth. That's kind of what I said to Scorpio, wasn't it? I can say things like that. Sometimes, if that energy is there, I've got to speak it out, right? You've got to be the dark as well as the light. A wonderful new beginning full of inspiration and growth. It's time to embrace any upcoming opportunities that come your way. Perhaps you're on the verge of trying something new or expanding your ideas. Is there anything you've been planning on pursuing? Now is the time to take action. You have the skills and talents you need in order to manifest your creativity in all of its power. Even though this may be the initial stage of your adventure, know that you're headed into a life-changing period that's deeply rooted to your inner truth. As a result, you'll find the creative outlets you need, a time for action and self-expression. Creation, beginning, adventure, soul purpose, energy, vitality, birth, inheritance, new relationships. What's the dark side of this? A delay, delaying ourselves, having shitty energy. There may be some unrealistic goals or expectations at this time. Fast track, shortcuts. I tell you, the people that haven't been doing the work are going to be so susceptible to the shortcuts and the bullshit and the smoke and the mirrors and the get rich quick schemes and you can just law of attraction it, even though you've not put the work in. No, you can't. It's going to be huge around this time. It may be an opportunity to review your choices before making any big decisions. Take a moment to focus on your hopes and dreams. What makes you blissfully happy in life? Where do you want to go from here? And no, it's going to be slow and steady. You got this, Linda. Linda, you're trying to convince everybody of something that you know within yourself. Stop doing that. Trust your choices. I'm just getting that. I haven't read everything that you're saying, but I'm just picking up that energy. Trust your own choices. Whenever we find ourselves trying to explain why we're going to do something, it's because we don't truly believe in our choice of doing it. Because if you just do it, you wouldn't explain to them, right? Be sure yourself, Linda. You can be. Your story is different than other people's stories. So the Ace of Wands, something really good is coming. Trust your intuition, Linda. God. Temperance. Tell you slow. Patience. Steady. Steady energy, waiting for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Look, there's a moon cycle there. Another moon cycle. I know. It depends on your readiness. Oh look, the lotus at the bottom, the one in the middle, it isn't open yet. We've got to wait for it to open. We can't prise it open. No shortcuts here. Got to wait for it. We've got to wait for it. Waiting for ourselves to be ready. And oh, oh, it's not. They're not similar situations. They're not similar situations. It's totally different energy. Totally different energy. Be careful of that. Thinking, watching someone else's path and thinking that you're a similar situation and it making you wobble. It's not the same energy at all. Page of Emotions. This is like childlike naivety, like beginner's mind of whatever it is that we're starting, that Ace of Wands that we're having to wait for us to be ready. Page of Emotions. A naivety. It's like, I don't know. I'm new at this. It's a new adventure. Like, that's why I had to read that one out, right? It was very, all that newness that's in this Ace of Wands here. We're waiting for ourselves to be ready for it. And then being like a beginner's mind. So it is a new state, a new phase, a new chapter of our lives. It's like finishing primary school and going into senior school. We end a certain stage where we kind of knew everything about that school. We were at the top of it. We were one of the oldest there, and we knew it all. Then we start a new school and we're right at the bottom again. We don't know, and all of that, you know. The Page of Emotions, that's what that is. And if our ego is strong, we might go, I need to know. I need to know. I need to pretend that I know. That's going to keep us out of it. That's going to keep us waiting longer. We need to be in this, I don't know what's coming next, but I'm ready and I'm willing. And I know that I've learned so much so far and I've survived this far, that I can deal with whatever comes next. I'm always taking my skills with me, but beginner's mind here. So that tells me that this Ace of Wands that's coming, this new beginning that's coming, is significantly different than you've experienced before. Significantly different. Let's get one more. Two more. Lifetime of learning, yeah. Never stops, right? It does get better and better. It absolutely does. Oh, look at this. 10 of Cups. Fulfillment, emotional fulfillment. It could be a relationship. Could be a family situation. Could be business. It could be success. It could be everything. Probably is everything. Everything that's in your path that you're ready for next, the new beginning. 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups is emotional fulfillment. Love it. Told to read that out again. Okay. My guides seem to really like this book. 10 of Cups. You know it, Linda. You know it. Stop questioning yourself. 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is a magical, loving omen to receive. It is. It's magical. It signifies great happiness in all areas of family life, friendship, and love. It's the establishment and understanding of mutual respect, honor, and cosmic bonds which connect you with others throughout lifetimes. This card also indicates an enlightened state of spiritual awareness and inner strength. It reflects the spiritual foresight which allows you to navigate your life with honesty and confidence. Yes. We can honestly and confidently go forward saying, I don't know where the hell I'm going. I've not lived this before, but I know myself and I can navigate myself through this. The silver linings are always visible. The glass is more than half full, it overflows. You understand the universal force of love and the oneness of all consciousness. Nice. Trust, romance, fulfillment, harmony, spiritual growth, friendship, reincarnation, cosmic ties. Nice. feeling that. Nice. 10 of Cups. And what else have we got to go with this? So the universe has been working with us, helping us to get aligned with this new beginning. It's taken time, and it's right that it takes time. I like your question, Alana. Let's get the last tarot out, and then I'll do you, Alana. Yeah, I'll put that new pick a card read out tonight. I'll do the deeper dice for it today. Wheel of Fortune, I love it. Adaptation, elevation. The next chapter, it's elevated, it's new, and you can adapt to it. It's the Wheel of Fortune. It's lucky. It's like the universe saying, it's a new chapter. Not everyone's ready for it. Some people are. You might be getting ready for it right now. We might need to wait for it. Cool. What a great card. Yeah, don't be distracted. Don't get knocked off track. Especially, like I was saying a few months ago, I had to stop watching YouTube videos of other readers because they were knocking me off my perch. They were not like, I was listening to low vibrational people and the teachings. Not even teachings, just predictions. It was scaring me. And we've got to not do that. Like intuitively, we can feel whether someone's on a par with our vibration or above us. If someone's not above us in vibration, don't take their advice. Don't do that. Because they're going to take you backward in energy. And so we could be, that's the kind of temptations around this full moon as well, is being knocked off our perch, getting shaky energy, listening to things that you shouldn't be listening to, kind of that. So, Alana, is it your ego or intuition pushing you to do this? A little bit of both. Kind of mostly ego, I would say, because you've got to cleanse and go deeper. But there is something deeper to it. It's kind of both, because sometimes our intuition wants us to go there because it wants us to get that lesson, It wants us to learn. Your learning is like breaking free of limitations that you've got. Like when a child wants to do something, when your child wants to do something and it's not going to work out well, but you kind of want them to do it, to figure that out themselves and learn themselves, so you let them do it. It's like, I had this with all of my kids. It's funny. When they decide that they want to bet, they want to gamble on something, and as a parent, I was like, okay, go ahead, knowing exactly what was going to happen. It's what happens with all of them. It happened with all of them. They lose, and then they're really hurt. They're really hurt after that. And I'm like, do you want to do that again? It's that kind of an energy. Sometimes you've got to fall to learn, right? We have to. So that's why it's a little bit of both. You see, it's not like the ego's wrong and the intuition's right. Our intuition wants us to go there. It's like learning to stand up when we're a baby. We've got to fall over. No. Tasman, no, is the answer to that. Because the reason that I'm doing the giveaways is because I've got Amazon.com credit from people clicking the links to it in from my videos, and so I'm using that credit to as giveaways. That's why the winner didn't get it, because this last time, because they wouldn't accept what Amazon needed to be able to send it to India. So no. If it's not available on Amazon.com, then it's not going to be in the giveaway. Sorry. Tanya, is it really expensive? I can't remember how much I paid for it. Tanya, what does your higher self want you to know? Oh, to simply let it go, to simply forgive them. You don't need to understand it. In fact, it's probably better not to understand it. You know, for years I tried to understand my abusers. And then I woke up to myself and I thought, I don't want to understand them. I don't want to understand them. I don't need to understand them. Just forgive them instead and move on from it. You don't need to fix it, you know. Yeah, simply forgive them. People do things for all kinds of reasons. Sometimes it doesn't even make sense to them. It's never going to make sense to us. So, got someone to forgive. It's a friend. Oh, it's a friend. And so you're kind of protecting yourself from other friends. I mean, from other friendships. Scared to get in other friendships, to let people in because of this one that you need to forgive, this friend. It feels like it doesn't make sense, Tanya, what they did. It doesn't make sense. And you're taking it personally. And it's just forgive them because it's random. So you'll be more open to new friendships when you do that. Sometimes things have no rhyme or reason, and as I said, we don't need to go there. The person themselves couldn't even go there and figure out why they did it. We've got no chance. Seriously, we've got no chance. So scared to do it, Alana. You do. Oh, doesn't that suck when you know that something's going to get you a lesson and you just know it? Oh man, that's like, yeah. That's like the relationship stuff. It's like those people that are like waiting for the twin flame and just do not want to get into a lesson relationship. And it's like, but you gotta, because you're not there yet. See ya, Alana. What are we on? Thanks, Deepta. Oh, Christine, no. I do enough free stuff. I'm not doing personal free stuff. No, 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 no. Adding to my workload. No, my boundaries are very clear about that. The prizes are because of the Amazon.com credit to give that back. That is an income that I can't really use myself. I could use it for myself, but I don't need to. There's nothing that I particularly want from there. So yeah, it's that and that only. No. What do they say in giveaways and stuff like that? It can't be switched or changed. No, that usual blurb that you get with giveaways. It can't be swapped for something else or whatever. No, yes, I understand why they say that. Oh God, no, I'm not doing private free readings, especially because those people that do those competitions. Did you see? Did you see them? Did you notice what was going on my YouTube channel when that was on? There's literally somebody that guessed every 8 seconds They were going, clicking one video, the next video, and not even waiting for the you got one right or whatever. So much so that I'm like, you're going to get blocked if you carry on doing that. I'm not doing free readings for people like that. Are you kidding me? No, absolutely not. Yeah, I've learned, you see, there's some things that I won't do, and I've got boundaries because it's like, oh God. Oh no, free pull. Don't do free readings for free pull. Jesus Christ, no. They're the worst. Give people free stuff like that, free pull, I call them. The ones that always want freebies. They complain. You need to claim things for yourself, Kristen. Don't let free pull do it. Yeah, so deep tech. Someone's trying to blame you for something. They're simply doing it because they don't want to take responsibility for their stuff. Don't take it on. You can't change it. You can't even convince them. It's best just to walk away from people like that, and then they will notice, or not, that they still have the same problems even when you're not around. Yeah, but you won't let it go. You wouldn't let it lie. You won't let it go. You want to prove that you're right. What's under that? Why do you want to prove that you're right with them? Oh, you're doing the same thing as them, but in a more underhanded way. It's the same energy. Why don't you want to let it go? Why don't you want to surrender? Because you're simply blaming them too. It's the same energy. It's mirrors. There you go, Deepta. So whoever this is with, whoever's blaming you for something, or you're imagining the blame, you're doing the same thing to them about this situation. You're giving the same energy right back. Surrender it and detach from them. Thanks, Sherry and Misha. Mary Ellen, thanks. Guidance from your higher self. For Mary Ellen. Video closed behind again. Big freeze after they complain. Oh no, you didn't get that. Okay, so teacher, that was saying somebody's blaming you for something. Someone's blaming you for something, Deepta, and it's just because you're there, because they don't want to take responsibility for what they're doing to themselves. If you just removed yourself from them, they would still have the same problems whether you're there or not, because you're not to blame. That's the best way of handling these things. All likelihood is that they wouldn't figure that out because they'll just project it onto someone else that's around them. But if you remove yourself, but what you're doing instead, this is saying you just need to let it go and remove yourself. But what's under that? The reason that you won't let it go is because you're mirroring back their behavior to them. They're blaming you for something, so you blame them for something back. You're giving the same energy back instead of walking away from it. Walk away from it. Right. Mary Ellen. Guidance from your higher self for Mary Ellen. Be willing to be who you are, Mary Ellen. Your uniqueness, like this card was saying. Unique. Meet Helix is always a little different from the other kitties. At first he felt lonely and alienated. He even considered trying to blend in, to be accepted by other cats. That's you. But this could never give him the joy that being embraced as his true self would. Don't be scared to be yourself, is what I'm getting here, Mariana. Yeah, don't be scared to be yourself. Let your freak flag fly. Be willing to be yourself, your full self, and be outspoken about it. Everyone's different. So, what makes you feel unsafe? You need to go within and ask yourself what makes you feel unsafe to do that. Just speak out about who you really are and be yourself. You think you're going to get attacked for it. Could be a past life thing. Maybe you were attacked for it in a past life. Maybe you've been attacked for it in this life. Sherry, guidance from your higher self. Misha, have you got a question? Yes, I've seen it now. Sherry, guidance from your higher self. Where's that? Where's deep down? Sherry. Right. So this full moon is about a test kind of thing. The way Wonder Girl Astrology was explaining it was like a beta test, when They bring something out, like a new version of YouTube or something, and a few people get to beta test it. And that's what we've got going on in our lives. The universe is testing us to see, are you ready for the full-blown touch of what it is that you want, like a beta test. Encourage yourself to go for that. So some people, when they get this beta thing, they might like go, oh, well, it's not everything that I want, and turn your back on it. It's like an internship is another way of putting it, this beta testing, the thing that's going on at the moment. The universe asking us, it's an internship saying, well, if I give you this job, can you actually do it? Show me that you can do it. Show me that you're going to take care of this thing, because it's important, this thing I'm going to give you, says the universe. And so encourage yourself in that, to go for it. Don't doubt yourself, is what I'm getting there, Sherry. Go for it. Say yes to it. And yeah, it's going to make you feel vulnerable. New stuff does. It makes us feel vulnerable. We're human beings. But you're going to get people around you, new people around you. So it feels like what you're going to step into, Sherry, is it's different. You might feel alone when you first get into it, but there will be new mirror reflections around you. So embrace that in between, where there doesn't seem to be anyone with you. The new people will come in. The new mirror reflections will come in. I think there's that. It's going to be that for a lot of people, is the new mirror reflections. Just because that's what I was getting personally, is that I just can't be around that. People that aren't building something for themselves or building something in the world now. Those are the ones that are like hand to mouth, or just not building something, just party lifestyle kind of thing, in and out, in and out. Not building something. I can't be around that. So because I've got that personally, it must be in the energies at the moment of, it's time to be with the right people and understand who are the right people. Like I said, I know it's not about money or anything like that, or even partying. It's about the mindset, and it's about building something in the world. And so maybe you're getting clarity on that, of who you want to be around, Sherry. Feels like that to me. Thanks, Misha. Misha, let's find your comment. There we go. Bumped into your recent ex and apologised for my part in separation. Planted a big kiss on my lips. We chatted for a bit and walked away. Help! Exes. Oh, nice. Look at this. Misha, talk to someone. That's what you did. And it's helping you to forgive yourself for that. It's exactly what you've done. It's just awesome. Yes, but I understand. Because when that energy is released, be tempted to go back there again. They were. That would have been a relief to them, that you forgave yourself. That's what it was about. It's about not seeking forgiveness for them, but forgiving yourself. That would have been a release to them. And so, yeah, you fulfilled that. You've put a lid on it. It's good. Now, put a lid on it. Oh no, the camera just broke. Hang on. So yeah, be grateful for it. You've fulfilled that. You've completed it. It could be a past life thing as well with this person. But a relief, I would imagine, for you both. You don't need to go back into that same lesson again. So yeah, you fulfilled it. Lesson over. I just want to get some guidance for you moving forward now, Misha, because I feel like you already know that. It's like, I hate it. If I get private readings, I've got one booked with Missy. Every time I get private readings, I regret it, right? Because they just tell me what I already know about myself. Like, they'll pick up on the huge stuff in my past and stuff and tell me that. It's like, well, I knew that. I booked a reading not for you to tune into my energy and tell me what I already know about myself. But you see, I keep on getting readings from people that can't read for me because they're not higher vibration than me. So I've got to stop doing that. I get that same lesson each time. But I kind of want to take you forward from here. Misha, Plenty of fish in the sea. Your intuition will lead you forward from here. This is significant, right? Gratitude and fulfillment. What you just did there is significant. And why do you think that the universe brought you to get together for you to release that, for you to let it go and just speak that out and to forgive yourself and let it go? Because someone else is coming in. Because someone else is coming in. That's why. So don't doubt that. Don't doubt abundance. In other words, plenty of fish in the sea. Someone is coming in for you. Follow your intuition on that. You probably felt it. Your intuition's been saying that. Misha, you've got someone new coming in. Don't get involved with this ex, not even as a friendship. Just let it go now. You know why? Because of this. You can't take people with you from your past because when this new one comes in, it's not going to be pretty. Can't be friends with them. It's not going to be pretty. You're going to end up with more karma from this one and having to forgive yourself for it. Don't go there. Put a lid on it now. You got someone new coming in. It's great. I'm happy for you. Karma's back. There's quite a delay on this. What am I doing now? I've got weird energy today. I'm a bit vague. I'm a bit slow and a bit tired, I guess. Let's get more cards out for the collector. Keep my eye on the time, not because I need to go anywhere, just so I don't do this forever. Really good energies this full moon. I mean, I need to keep on saying that in my readings. Of course, I'm focusing on the healing. I'm focusing on what needs to change, and it might make you all feel like, oh, this is hard and bad, and what it's not. There's really good stuff happening. Something important, such as a new job or a raise, because I try and make my readings helpful, not to take us to the next level, not just something good's going to happen. There's other YouTube channels doing that if you want to hear that stuff. There's plenty, in fact, because you get higher numbers that way. People want to hear what they want to hear. There's a lot of people that want to hear what they want to hear, don't want to hear the truth or anything that can help them. Unfortunately, that pays. I've done my guides for doing that crystal thing in this last pick a card read because that impacted my business. But I still have to do it. I still have to tell the truth. It impacted my business and it impacted my bank account from that video. Guides, damn you. It could be like on my side. They are, I know they are. Gong, an exciting event. See, there's some really good stuff coming. Or here, right now. Successful outcome to your problems. See, it's all positive stuff. It is a very good full moon. And it can be really, really good if we do the right thing by ourselves. Don't be tempted to lower your standards. This came out in the energy update as well. Don't be tempted to lower your standards. Don't be tempted to back down. Trust your intuition. Said it all. Now this is interesting. Family sorrow. What am I afraid of losing? There's always something to let go of. And yes, we might be going through some sorrow because of that. So give us the crap here. Give us the dark side of it. Not unsuccessful plans. Some things will be unsuccessful. We need to let go of stuff. Where we've been headed in the wrong direction, we need to actually stop that now. Barking up the wrong tree, doing the wrong thing by other people because it's our ego wanting to be right. Got to stop doing that shit. Shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. Be shrewd. After me just calling mad guides out for that last video, which had a damaging effect on my business. Damn them. You're welcome, Misha. Shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. Virgo energy. Stay on it. Do the right thing for yourself. Excitement, and that's gone positive again. Excitement and time to act. Time to act, like getting into action very shortly. Something's going to happen soon for a lot of people. A lot of people that have been doing the work. It's not going to happen if you haven't been doing the work. Well, something's going to happen. Something always happens, right? But it's not going to be what you've been wanting, what you've been waiting for. If you've not been doing the work. Or if you're just not ready yet. It's okay not to be ready. Higher power is in charge of this. Remember the Chariot card. Getting in the Chariot, not trying to do it ourselves. Sometimes the timing just isn't right. Like I said, it's not. There's no mystery as to why people only get really successful in the 50s and 60s. Because it takes time. No shortcuts. But there is a choice to be made, right? Fork in the road. A decision to be made here. The higher power. Do you let your higher power take over and follow that, or do you try and do it yourself and take the shortcut? It's like, no, I know better than the whole universe. I'll do it my way. Sweet results await here, the milk and honey. Enjoy it. It's going to be really good times. Timothy, you've been quiet. You've been watching a movie. Okay. Movie man. Let's get some of these out. And then I think I'm... Boom. The Destroyer. Something's got to be let go of. Something has got to be let go of. I think some people are running headlong into trouble. Yeah. I don't know. I can't really pick up on that energy. It's hard. I can only I can only reach so far in the energies. I'm only willing to reach so far in the energies. But we're pregnant with something. We are pregnant with something. I don't know whether you're close to term or what. Or your pregnancy might last 20 years. But that card came out in the energy update too. We don't want to have a premature baby. There's things that are unseen, that we're not yet aware of, but we're becoming aware of it. Like I said, we can look back and go, well, I'm glad I didn't get it a few months ago because I would have seen it in a different light than I'm seeing it now if it happens now. And maybe in a few months' time we'll say the same thing too. I'm not saying that we need to put things off indefinitely because that's always going to be true, right? Hopefully we're always going to grow and learn even more. But there's that tipping point when we're ready for something. I've got to trust the universe on that one. Went to the kitchen, put together fries, barbecue ribs and peas. Nice. I'll be dead in 20 years. You reckon? I won't be. Somebody on the Facebook page. You know the card yesterday? No, the one that was about money, was that 2 days ago? Somebody wrote, it doesn't matter, because there's never enough money, and it doesn't matter when there's going to be an apocalypse. Oh my God. You see? You see what I'm dealing with? I want lips. I think I'm done. I think I'm done here for the weekend. I'm looking forward to my work being over. So, thank you everyone for coming along. Interesting full moon energies. It is a good one, so enjoy it. Yeah, enjoy it. And see you on Monday. Taking the day off tomorrow. I'll stay in bed. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for your support of my channel as usual. I will be publishing that pick a card tonight. Probably in about 10 hours. 11 hours. So check that out. Oh my God. You're old, Timothy. See you, everybody. Thanks for coming along. Have a great weekend. Bye.